Hello, everyone. It's Ernestine again. So, I hope that you've been enjoying my daily videos. This dance project is really amazing. It's been getting me out of bed in the morning. It's just, I'm so glad to have something to do in this room, and I'm really happy I found that ladder because that was really fun last week. So, I hope that everyone is enjoying this project. I just got to speak to my most loyal patron, and it was really cool to just have a chat with him. He's in Hong Kong, and to just see how the things are going right now with for different people in different places. So the update here in Berlin is we are not allowed to congregate in groups of two or more, unless it's family or people we live with, and leaving the house is highly, highly discouraged. So it's becoming even more important for me. I just feel like I've been like containing all of this emotional stuff that I really just need to out. I've got some really amazing music lined up for my little shoot that I'm about to do. You can see I'm all maquillage. But I thought it would be nice to check in and just say I read yesterday an amazing New York Times article that I'll probably link to with a lot of photojournalism about Lombardy and what's taking place there. It's my Romanian friend compared it to a genocide. Um, I have a lot of relatives in Italy. They're mostly in the south. Luckily, they're all okay as far as we know right now. Um, I'm really moved by what's going on there. There was a man this week on his balcony who made a video that went really viral, who's an opera singer, and he was singing that famous aria Nessun Dorma from his balcony, just in plain regular person clothes for his neighbors in Florence. And oh my god, I watched that video like 4 times and cried my eyes out every single time. So if there's anything that artists can do to help us all survive this moment, I think it's really important that we try. And so that's the entire purpose of what I'm doing. Um, I'm trying to release these videos in as accessible as way as possible on all the platforms so that as many people have access to them as possible. I do have a special treat for patrons is that I'm going to film my warm up today and some bar stuff that will not be released to the general public. And I'm getting such a great response from everyone, and it's really lovely. I would love to hear more about what people think or feel or imagine when they're seeing these videos. And there's one quick thing that I wanted to address, which is that I often hear from people who aren't artists themselves that they feel like I say, so what did you think? And they're like, well, I'm not qualified to give any feedback. Like, I don't know anything. I just think it's beautiful, but I'm not qualified to like talk about it. I've never studied dance. And if you feel like something isn't making sense to you because you haven't studied dance, it's clearly like above your level of understanding, then that to me means I'm not doing my job because as artists, we can't possibly. A lot of people believe that art, particularly ballet, belongs to people who can afford to go to see ballet, and I think that's a fundamental flaw, and why, in particular, we have so much trouble finding funding for ballet in the U.S. because it's thought of as this elitist thing, and uh, ballet has a history of being of the people, by the people, after various revolutions. And, like contemporaneously in Paris, with a lot of strikes that have been happening before the pandemic shut everything down anyway, the ballet company, was striking in solidarity with the transit workers union. So, ballet belongs to everyone, and dance belongs to everyone, and so does art. So to think that just because you haven't been educated specifically in dance means that when you look at dance, you feel like you're not qualified. You enjoy it, but you're a little bit puzzled. That to me just means that I'm not getting the emotional content of what I'm trying to convey out in a way that's relatable to people. So it honestly doesn't matter if you studied dance for 17 years or if you've never gone to a ballet concert in your life. I'm hoping that whatever I do is something that people can enjoy and relate to, because, as always, my project is to bring you from the very depths of my soul everything that I am feeling in the moment. Um, and I'll be honest, doing that in a room by myself with no one to positively reinforce me, like my amazing camerawoman Nefeli always did, is really intimidating. So I'd love to hear from you all. And goodness, what a time to be alive. And I just hope everyone's staying healthy and staying safe and social distancing, and everyone can do their part to end this as quickly as possible. And if I entertain you long enough to stay in your room for just a little bit longer without going completely stir crazy, I'm thrilled. And yeah, so send me feedback, like follow me on YouTube. If you can, chip in on Patreon. I know it's a really difficult time for a lot of people, but oh my god, am I scraping the bottom of my personal barrel, and a lot of people are helping me out. So thanks so much for watching these videos, and enjoy what comes next. Okay, I will chat with you next week. Ciao.